Jen, and for those of you who are tuning in for the first time or maybe new to our channel, I'm one half of Jen and Joe on the go. So you might be asking yourself, why am I filming by myself? Well, that's a good question. I'm filming by myself because I am going on a girls' trip without Joe.
What the hell?
I'm going with my 24-year-old twin daughters, Allison and Ashley. I don't know how much they'll be on camera because Ashley's already in the public life quite a bit and Allie is a little bit more private. So I will try to get them in a few videos. They've agreed to do a little bit here and there, but I don't think they'll be in a majority of the videos, but I might be surprised. But anyway, we are going to Walt Disney World, and we are staying 4 nights at the Grand Floridian Resort, which I'm so excited about. We had originally booked Pop Century, and then just last week we're like, you know what, maybe we should upgrade. So we did. I guess go big or go home, right? So we actually leave on Tuesday. So I think this is going to go up Sunday. So when you watch it, we'll have 2 days to go before we leave. We have a very early morning flight. It leaves at 8 o'clock in the morning out of Chicago. We hope to have our room ready when we get to the resort, but I'm not counting on it, but that's okay. We'll just store our bags with Bell Services and we're gonna go and eat our first quick service meal at Gasparilla Island Grill. We did buy the dining plan this trip, which I'm really excited about because this is the first time we're gonna be using it since before COVID. Now, I will say that before COVID, we bought the dining plan all the time, but we've kind of learned to adjust and live without it, and I've really liked not being tied to it. So it's going to be interesting to see which one I end up liking better, not having the dining plan or being on the dining plan. So we'll see. We're also going to be going to all 4 parks, which is absolutely crazy because those of you who do watch our channel, that is something Joe and I do not like to do. We do not like to go to the parks every day. Every other day. We're more of a sleep in, do brunch, go to the parks for a couple hours, have dinner, and start having some cocktails. But my girls want to do rope drop to close. So we're going to see how that works out. We will also be spending time with my son, Tim, who, for those of you who don't know, works in the Magic Kingdom. So I'm really excited to see him, and his sister Ashley hasn't seen him since she moved out west. It's been almost 3 years, so that's going to be really great. I'm sure the 2 of them will cry. I have 4 kids, and they're all very close to each other, which I absolutely love. Our oldest is Matt, and he's 32. Timmy turns 28, Timmy is 28 and the girls are 24. So we have always had a full house. So anyway, back to the trip. So the plan is we're going to go to Gasparilla Island Grill our first day and have lunch. Then we're going to hop on a bus to Disney Springs where we're going to do a little shopping, maybe have a snack, maybe stop at the Basket to have a cocktail. Don't know, but then we're going to go back to the hotel and we have dinner reservations at the Grand Floridian Cafe. That is one of the best restaurants, in my opinion, on all of Disney property. It's affordable. The food is very delicious. We've always had great service and it's at the Grand Floridian. So after dinner, we plan on going out to the boat dock and watching Happily Ever After, which is, that show makes me cry every time. I love it so much. I'm personally so happy they got rid of Enchantment. I was not a big fan. So when they announced Happily Ever After was coming back, I was just so thrilled. So that brings us to Wednesday. What will we be doing Wednesday? Well, Wednesday we are rope dropping Magic Kingdom. We're going to hopefully hit all the heavy hitters. We hope to get a virtual queue for Tron. I'm not sure if I'm going to ride it yet, but Ashley, Allie, and Timmy definitely want to ride it. Then we're going to leave the park for a little bit and have lunch at Steakhouse 71 at the Contemporary Resort. Great. Another great place to dine. Have had breakfast, lunch, and dinner there too many times to count at this point. Looking forward to the cheeseburger and the fries. Delicious. Then we're going to go back to the Magic Kingdom because we have dinner later on at the Plaza restaurant. Another great dining location, especially if you're on a budget. The Plaza is very reasonable in price, and it serves things like a roast beef dish, like a pot roast, cheeseburgers, loaded fries. I mean, it's such a great meal, and I can't wait to vlog it again. It's been quite a bit, because if you get a certain area of the restaurant, you are able to see Cinderella's castle, and it's just chef's kiss for the view. I absolutely love it. So then we're also hoping to watch Happily Ever After from inside the park, which this is going to be the first time I have seen it in the park since before COVID. So I am thrilled about that. I know I'm going to cry. I know I'm going to get emotional because that's just how I am. And I'm so excited to see it live and in person in the Magic Kingdom. So that's going to be awesome to see. I'm hoping to do some vlogging at Magic Kingdom. I'm hoping to do some vlogging at the restaurants we have booked. So we'll see. So that brings us to Thursday. And I think we're going to be really tired from Tuesday, our travel day, and Wednesday from going hard at Magic Kingdom. So we are sleeping in. And then we are going to go have breakfast over at the Rainforest Cafe at Animal Kingdom. And for those of you who don't know, that Rainforest Cafe is the only Rainforest Cafe in the United States that serves breakfast. And they have a very good breakfast. It's very reasonably priced. They have everything from smoothies and specialty coffees to eggs Benedict, breakfast burritos. They run the gamut, and we've always been very impressed with the quality of food. So then I'm going to be able to buy a Lightning Lane for Flight of Passage because
what?
I just can't wait 2.5 hours for it. But Allie has never ridden it, and Ashley hasn't ridden it in 6 years, so I would love to save the 2.5 hour wait time and be able to purchase that, which I know if you are a fan of the channel, I am totally against, 100% against Genie Plus and Lightning Lane and having to purchase that to skip the line when it used to be a free service at Disney World. So I'm just doing it for my daughters because I want them to have the best vacation ever, because it's been so long since the three of us have done a girls' trip, and they deserve the best. I mean, they're great young women, and I'm so proud of both of them. So I'm going to do everything I can to make this trip the best trip of all trips. I don't know what we're going to do. Oh, I do know. Thursday night, Tim got us tickets for Hollywood Studios. So again, I'm hoping to purchase Rise of the Resistance that night. Because again, not a fan of waiting the 2.5 hours, but Allie has never ridden it. Ashley has. She joined us on our Disneyland trip back in November, and she absolutely loved it. So that would be great if we can get on that. And hopefully we can get on something else in Toy Story Land. Maybe Slinky Dog, maybe Toy Story Mania. Maybe we can hit up Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because again, Allie hasn't ridden it. And it's all about making them happy. I want to catch the popcorn in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the purple and red one. It's so delicious, and I was so disappointed when we went to Disneyland in November and they didn't offer it. Oh, it's so delicious. It's like a blend of spicy and sweet. It kind of tastes like Fruity Pebbles in my opinion, but like 20 times better. So that's going to be a full day. And then Friday, we are rope dropping Epcot. Oh my gosh. We are going to be tired. The plan is to not purchase anything this day, but to go over to Ratatouille first thing, because Allie and Ashley have ridden it, and we do hope to get a virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, I won't be riding Guardians. I do not like it. It's one and done for me. I know that is a very unpopular opinion, but I would rather get a Starbucks and sit and wait for them in the shade somewhere than ride that ride, honestly. But if they can get on it, that would be great. Gonna try at 7 o'clock in the morning to get that done. So we'll see. What else? We have Garden Grill booked for breakfast that day, and Timmy has never been there. I'm like shocked that he hasn't been there, but we're gonna have breakfast there. It'll be nice to get out of the heat because it is supposed to be hot next week in Disney World. It's like the mid to upper 90s. So yeah, the air conditioning in the restaurant, being able to sit down and relax for an hour, hour and a half will be great. Then for dinner, we are going to be dining at Tutto Italia. It's been years since I've been there. In my opinion, it's more of the Olive Garden kind of quality of dining in Epcot for an Italian restaurant, but it's where everybody wanted to go. So happy I was able to get that booked for them. We're going to be doing tons of snacking because Flower and Garden is still going on, the Flower and Garden Festival. There's just so many snacks I want to get, period, in our 4-day vacation. I want to have the Nutella waffle in Magic Kingdom. Ashley and Allie haven't had it yet, and they're excited to try it. I need to have some Dole Whips in my life. I need to have some cheeseburger spring rolls in my life. I have a whole list. I'm just really excited for this trip. It's going to be... It's going to fly by. You think like 4 nights, okay, that's a good reasonable amount of time. It's going to fly by. But thankfully, we have another trip booked for Joe and I in July, and that's going to be a long one, but more about that later. If you've watched this video to the end, leave me a red heart so I know that you liked the video, you stayed to the end. This made you as happy as it's making me. And on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action because the Disneyland videos are about to start. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.